is completely undefeated. He only has that one loss to Matt Hamill, which is a disqualification in a fight where he was totally dominating.
Too much mud, sipping on junk to reap, nigga. Scroll through pictures of myself, gotta face my demons, nigga. If no one else, I'm gonna do it myself, I plan to leave a nigga. Front on, I'm gonna lead on my own. Hustling, ballin', got it right now, I'm strong.
We got Jon Jones. Boom. Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy, Cavis PV, man. Cavis, man. We checking in with another video. We tapping into another video, man. Hey, we got Jon Jones. We got one of the best UFC fighters ever, man. If you feel like he the best UFC fighter, leave a comment down below. I want to hear hear your opinions on that, man. Like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe to the channel. If you ain't subscribed, then what you doing, man? What you doing? Subscribe to the family. Man, let's get into this video, man.
For me, Jon Jones is the reason I started watching UFC because he was larger than life. He was so dominant.
He came out very low, almost crawling at him. And he's going to do that again.
Yeah, just for a second.
And so, wow, what a powerful leg kick that was.
Jon Bones Jones. Again, they battle in another big knee. Considered by many to be the greatest fighter to ever do it.
He's got a choke.
Trying to choke him out.
He's standing against him. Yoda's in trouble.
Jon Jones remains the UFC light heavyweight champion.
Chokes Lyoto Machida completely unconscious.
Jon was an elite wrestler and went on to become a national JUCO champion.
But I dedicated my life to wrestling wholeheartedly.
When his girlfriend got pregnant, Jon faced a difficult decision.
Suddenly, I have a kid on the way, and suddenly my full scholarship to Iowa State was not there anymore.
He left college, walked into the Bomb Squad MMA gym, and began his journey into mixed martial arts.
The very first day that he trained mixed martial arts, everybody in the gym was like, this guy is now.
Working as a bouncer while trying to support a new family, Jones couldn't waste any time. Within weeks, he scheduled his first professional fight.
I had been training for about 2 months, and I took my first fight.
Well, Mark, we've got some light heavyweight action. The pro debuting Jon Jones fighting out of the Bomb Squad against some big boys tonight. Let's see what happens here. And Johnny Jones, a kickboxer and a wrestler, big fan of Anderson Silva.
He won in less than 2 minutes.
Jones with a suplex! Big! He flipped him over. Now he's raining some left hands down onto Bernard. Bernard is out. A first round TKO by Jon Jones. Mark,
And Jon has two brothers that are elite NFL athletes. I mean, bro, he comes from fantastic genetics.
I had no talent with the ball, so they had me in defensive line next to Arthur.
Bro, just imagine. You got two brothers in the NFL. But you had two, we're talking about right now. You have two brothers that's in the NFL. You going on to be one of the best UFC fighters ever. Bro, your gene, that, I know, that would be so happy, bro. I would make me so happy just off the simple fact my brothers was in the NFL. Bro, that's just...
He was big and fit to be a defensive lineman. I'm just skinny next to him, and that's how I got the nickname Bones. And
Jones fought his second fight just 1 week after his first.
That's it. He's out. And he ate a left there, too.
He rattled off win after win, fighting 6 times in 12 weeks.
I made it to the UFC after only 9 months of MMA training, so which is really unheard of.
It was immediately clear Johnny Bones was one of the most unique athletes to ever enter the fight game.
Light heavyweight matchup, and here we go!
At 21 years old, he made his UFC debut.
Throws a spinning back kick. All right, somewhere in the middle of what I thought.
Taking him to Goosebump.
Switched and brought the left knee.
Johnny Bones Jones!
The victory brought a realization for John that he was able to compete at the highest levels in MMA.
Then there's this other guy, John Jones. He's like a wrestler, but he's really skinny. He's young. He's green. And I'm like, oh man, I'll fight that skinny John Jones. Yeah, probably made the wrong decision on that one.
There it is. That's what I'm talking about.
John's wrestling experience is obvious in his takedowns. Often brutal and theatrical.
Wrestling, jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, athletic, young.
Don't do it.
Greco-Roman All-American.
But it is Jones' striking that captured the attention of fans everywhere.
That first round, sitting on my stool, I'm like, this guy is f***ing good, man.
He displays remarkable creativity in the cage.
We are headed once again to the judges' scorecards.
Playing the winner by unanimous decision, Johnny Bones Jones! This journey that I'm on can go as far as I take it, and only I can
In
mess
his
it up.
10th pro fight, John Jones' first hint of controversy surfaced. He demolished Matt Hamill. However, a series of illegal elbows earned him a DQ.
Nice trip. There's some Greco. His timing is so good.
Now, is there a part of you that feels like you never lost, even though you had the one disqualification loss?
John is completely undefeated. He only has that one loss to Matt Hamill, which is a disqualification in a fight where he was totally dominated.
Big elbows.
No, you can't do 12 to 6.
Stand up.
The up to down elbow from 12 o'clock to 6 o'clock is illegal.
To make an honest mistake and throw an illegal elbow and have everything crash and burn.
Due to intentional elbows, there's been a disqualification of Johnny Bones Jones. Therefore, the winner is Matt Hamill.
I don't beat myself up about it. You know, now I know the rules, and you would never see me going out that way ever again.
He amped up his training.
And I trained in Albuquerque, New Mexico at high elevation. I trained at 6,000 feet above sea level.
It's not often that guys like this come along. You know, not at all. John Jones does not know how to do it.
He's just got super athlete family. They're just, and he's huge. That size difference is so big.
In his first fight back from the controversial loss, Jones made a statement.
You gonna get it?
Big takedown, but back in the full guard again.
I love John Bones Jones, man. He's the best I've ever seen. He's the best in the world.
John Jones defeats Brandon Barrett. Wow. Vicious elbow.
John Bones Jones!
He's a serious talent. Even just then when he just stood up again, he's huge. I mean, he's so big. He's a young guy. He's only going to get better, and he's very motivated and very smart.
The Ultimate Fighter Season 8 winner, Ryan
Next up, a fight to determine who would contend for the title against Shogun.
High kick by Jones.
Constant offensive assault.
Looking for the shot. Stuffed easily.
Catching fighters off guard with moves no one else was willing to try.
Another benefit of having 84-inch reach on his arms is he can get his fingers together when most people can't.
Yeah, he went right for a straight guillotine here. And tightened it right up, twisted it. Oh, he got hands all over! John Jones! Jones and
John Jones' first fight in the UFC for a title, he's fighting Mauricio Shogun Rua, who is a legend.
Yeah, I'm fighting the biggest fight of my life. If I wasn't meant to be here, I wouldn't be here.
Shogun and Jones are main event of the evening. The light heavyweight title.
The Shogun was a legend of UFC.
Shogun's trying to get back to the feet, but he's giving up his back in the process. Shogun's hurt. He's hurt, Mike. He's wounded.
Johnny Bones brutalized the defending champion.
Man, he's so forceful. That teep to the face.
Creative combinations, athletic spinning elbows, and kicks.
Oh my God.
Fighting Johnny Bones is a nightmare.
Stuff like that. He's just so creative in there.
Relentless.
His reach too long, man.
The title win made Jones the youngest champion in UFC history.
Jones is the youngest champion in UFC history. And it wasn't even a struggle.
Man, he tore him up, man. He tore him up. If this was the game of UFC, bro, his whole body would have been red, man. His whole body.
He is the present and he is the future. And he might be the greatest talent that we've ever seen in the UFC.
He's a freak, man. He's a real freak.
He most definitely is.
It's crazy to watch him train because he's just super lasered in and focused.
Oh my gosh, him and Rampage. Bro, Man, he tore Rampage up.
Title defense, he took on another legend of the Octagon, Rampage Jackson, one of the most intimidating fighters ever.
Yeah, and he started off on the ground like that too. I remember.
And he's the best ever at controlling distance. He does the finger at the finger range. Yeah, pokey. The pokey range.
There's the big spinning elbow. Just like against Shogun, perfectly timed.
Rampage had never been stopped in his historic career.
Chokes out Rampage. Chokes out. He just smashed everybody.
Jones was pitted against one of his longtime friends and training partners.
How good is this? This is so intense right now. Ready. Good. Here we go.
John is controlling the center of the octagon.
Head kick by Rashad. Big head kick by Rashad Evans.
Jones might be in trouble. I felt like this was a pioneering performance with ranged elbows from John Jones.
That is a brilliant move. And again, stepped in with that elbow. Closing in is Jones.
Jones used his elbows to devastating effect.
Rashad Evans, there was no way he could have trained for this kind of offensive. No one in Rashad Evans' gym is going to be fighting like John Jones in this range, stepping in with elbows over the top.
Oh my God, he can't be super.
It's not just the long limbs, it's the way he delivers.
And a big right hand. The left hook.
Clearly, John Jones has defended his title
Against another former UFC light heavyweight champion.
Belfort got hold of Jones' arm, hyperextending it in a perfect armbar.
Even though Vitor almost snapped that arm in half, that was crazy.
He's got it. He has got it right here. Vitor Belfort.
Jones allowed his arm to pop out of socket.
You what an animal John is.
Yeah.
He didn't tap. He just let his arm get jacked.
And he might have popped his arm. We don't know how John's arm is right now.
And then wound up tapping Vitor the next round. It's amazing when you consider the fact that this kid didn't grow up with a striking background. It's crazy. Yeah. He's not just talent.
Side kick to the body. He heard him. He heard him. He heard him. He heard him with that side kick to the body. And now the axe kick the same way. Not good for Belfort.
This guy's trying to get him in the mounted crucifix. He just needs to secure the right arm.
He submitted Belfort.
Now he's going for a Kimura.
It's over. That's it. John Jones
He was gonna break it,
the
boy.
UFC light heavyweight champion.
He's just got incredible, his ability to overcome.
John Jones. Chael Sonnen. And here we go.
He's so comfortable in world championship fights. He's had nothing but world championship fights.
That's all he knows?
Yeah.
Big round by Jones.
Main event, and you're like, holy shit, this is the big one. John's like, this is like
Another day
or
in
like
the office.
this.
It's just John Jones has finished Chael Sonnen.
And they get to this point where you have to be so much better to beat them.
Fame and celebrity are powerful drugs.
I had this crazy thing that I would do where I would party 1 week before every fight. And I did it throughout my whole career.
I party with John, but when he was partying, I would see him at the bar in Ithaca, and it would be like a couple weeks before his fight. This guy would be out there shots.
I was winning, and it was starting to feel effortless.
As Bones rose to the highest levels of his sport, his focus waned.
We saw that in the Gustafsson fight. He wasn't in shape for that fight at all.
Yeah.
They said he was barely training.
I did a lot of wild stuff leading up to the fight. I definitely didn't give it my all.
As far as partying and not sleeping right.
Mainly partying, drinking, staying up all night.
You asked me earlier, Joe, was anybody else perfect with their takedown defense? And yes, that man, John Jones, the champion, has stopped all 16 of his opponent's takedown attempts.
In what turned out to be the fight of the year, Jones took on Swedish fighter Alexander Gustafsson.
The takedown. First time in the UFC. Right back up.
And there's a nasty elbow by John. Right to the side of the head.
Ready to give it a round.
You know, to take some of that back.
Gustafsson with the right again.
The fight continued to go back and forth.
Just past the midway point of this championship fight. Hits the body.
decision.
Unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, John
The super fight against undefeated Daniel Cormier was set.
That these people cheer for me and they don't even like me. They just hate John
The
Jones.
bad blood between the two fighters burst over in a pre-fight presser.
Any chance, though, 1 week from today, that you guys end up earning each other's respect in the Octagon and can squash this between you? John, I'd ask you that first.
DC.
Daniel?
I have no desire to be friends with him.
Costing Jones $50,000 in fines for the brawl.
I dislike him because he hates me. You know, we fought 2 years ago.
Sure.
I beat him fair and square. You know, no matter what he tries to blame the win on. The first time we were both undefeated, and I didn't know if he had that it factor. When you have an undefeated athlete, you don't know what, if they're that chosen one, and I thought maybe he could be the guy. I've always felt like I was the guy.
kick to the body.
But despite the emotions of the fight, Jones handled his business.
And now that I've beaten him and I've proven that he isn't the chosen one.
Straight left by John. The way he utilizes that reach that you talked about. So it's kicks by John.
I feel like there's really nothing special about him.
Like John Jones is playing for keeps. He's trying to damage these people. He's taking pig slips. He's stealing the cars.
Defeating DC on a unanimous decision.
This ultimate grudge match goes the distance. Perhaps maybe all the bad blood has not boiled over.
After the fight, Jones tested positive for cocaine metabolites.
Then light heavyweight champion John Bones Jones was preparing for another title defense when he crashed into a car in southeast Albuquerque.
Yeah, there was a car accident right here on Wansboro and Southern Boulevard. The guy just hopped off into a yard. The guy that's getting out of the SUV.
A few months later, he was involved in a hit and run.
Former UFC light heavyweight champion John Bones Jones avoids jail time. The Albuquerque fighter cut a deal with prosecutors today for a hit-and-run crash.
It was humiliating and somewhat of a bottom for me, and I'm ready to snap into high gear.
He was stripped of his title.
The judge is allowing Jones to travel out of state for work and promotional appearances, but the UFC has not decided when he will be allowed to fight again.
A true case of no one being able to defeat him other than himself. After being stripped of his lightweight title and suspended for a year, John Jones returned.
John Jones opens St. Preux. Fight scheduled for 5.
When you're the most gifted athlete ever to fight, spectacular spinning elbows, face kicks, and leaping knees are routine.
He ain't even want to fight John Jones. Look like he running away. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh my gosh.
secured him the interim title and lined up a rematch with DC. Unfortunately, he tested positive again.
Jon Jones has been suspended for 1 year after testing positive for a banned substance.
I want to first start by apologizing to all the fans who came out to support me for UFC 200.
Albuquerque police lapel video shows an officer pulled Jones over last week, slapping him with 5 citations, including for drag racing and exhibition driving.
Driver's license, registration, insurance. Please turn your car off.
UFC fighter Jon Bones Jones is expected in court tomorrow, the first time he'll make an appearance since APD stopped him for drag racing.
You are held to a higher standard, and Mr. Jones has started to fail that probation. It has been a challenge for him. He's been given, this is his first chance.
So it seems like a storm of stuff is coming his way. His career could be in grave danger.
Jones has been on probation for about 6 months.
Bro, I did not know Jon Jones did all this, though, bro. I did not know.
He would serve another year-long suspension. During his absence, Jon had to watch DC, his chief rival, claim the belt.
Right, now he attacks like some of your downfalls, right?
Yes,
and
he public downfall.
And they are public, but he seems to feast on them.
Is this guy going to mess this up again by doing steroids or snorting cocaine or sandblasting prostitutes?
I messed up outside of the Octagon. I got that taken away from me. But the guy's never beaten me. In order to be the champion, you have to beat the champion. What he hates the most is the fact that he'll never be remembered because of the fact that I'm alive.
If Jon Jones didn't exist, Daniel Cormier would be the light heavyweight champion and he would be undefeated.
The wait is over. Jon Jones is back for the first time since April of 2016.
After a year off, Jones entered the cage with his sights set on ending the rivalry once and for all.
I believe I'm going to finish him by submission or TKO.
Leaving no doubt who was the best of the best. He was back on top of the world. But again, Jones' test samples came back positive for a banned substance. Jones was stripped of his title and suspended.
I wonder how much money he's left on the table with all these problems, especially with the attention that Conor's brought to the sport.
To be accused of steroids, people you go from 0 to 0 immediately in some people's eyes.
Do you think that Jones should be banned now after his second failed test for a banned substance?
This time, he'd missed 16 months.
And even though USADA has proven that there's a reason for those picograms, and picograms gives you 0 athletic performance.
You've never looked like a guy who's on steroids.
I believe him. It was accidental.
I will consult the bones. The bones tell me nothing.
He'd missed 16 months before returning for a match with the Swedish brawler.
Haven't I already been to the top of the mountain and faced the dragon?
Here's the thing, that dragon in rematches gets way better.
Yeah.
And he dudes up in rematches.
One man will soon be the undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion. This is a belt that Jon Jones defended a record 8 times.
All right, gentlemen, first round.
Jon Jones is back for the first time in 16 months.
Jones shook off any rust and devastated the Swede.
Just watch Gustafsson. You get the feeling that every time he goes to start something, Jon Jones intercepts it.
Alex, just how to get in that boxing range. The big difference in this fight has really been the
I would imagine this is how Jones would spar with someone that he feels like he can beat comfortably.
He took him to the ground and beat him mercilessly.
He's on a run right now. That's what I think. I think they took it away from him for all those months when he tested positive.
To be back on my throne.
Jones had taken back his title after a 16-month layoff. Johnny Bones wasted no time in reasserting his dominance over the division.
Smith's attention seated his eyes.
On a mission to remind the world who the best fighter on the planet truly is.
On and up, now another one from Jones. Final takedown from Jones. From the soon-to-be and still UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, Johnny Bones Jones.
John Jones remains light heavyweight champion after easily defeating Anthony Smith.
Santos opened with a series of devastating leg kicks.
Another calf kick. Chopping at that leg. Those are devastating. Early in the first round, where he kicked his leg out, I was like, all right, this fight's going to be interesting.
The attacks kept Jones off balance for the first round. But in the second round, Jones timed the incoming strike and pulled his leg back.
Oh, Thiago hurt himself. He hurt himself.
The awkward miss caused Santos to tweak his knee.
Santos, maybe a one-legged fighter here.
Oh, nice kick.
Jones pounced.
He's undefeated, extremely athletic. He's knocked out almost everyone he's gone against.
Career of total domination, cloaked in controversy and self-destruction. Reigning atop his division like no other fighter in history.
Jones knows it starts to get ugly here. He's under pressure.
John Bones Jones. After defending his title against Dominic Reyes,
Chopping away at him.
John Bones Jones has committed to moving up to heavyweight, chasing a challenge worthy of his attention.
Yeah, I mean, he's the best of all time.
By far the best.
If he's not the greatest of all time, he's in the conversation.
Nobody brings it home like it should. It's nobody. Make it so.
But that's it for that video, man. I hope y'all enjoyed watching this video of John Jones and his documentary, man. you're new to the channel, man, make sure you subscribe, man. Leave a like and leave a comment how you feel about this. Is Jon Jones the best? Y'all let me know in the comments, man. I'll see y'all next video, man.